Each person is born with their fate written into their own genetic code. It's unchangeable, immutable. But that's not all there is to life. I finally realized that. I told you before the reason that I was interested in genes and DNA. Because I wanted to know who I was, where I came from. I thought that if I analyzed my DNA, I could find out who I was, who my parents were. And I thought that if I knew that, then I'd know what path I should take in life. But I was wrong. I didn't find anything.
It was admirable.
I didn't learn anything. Just like with the genome soldiers, you can input all the genetic information, but that doesn't make them into the strongest soldiers. The most we can say about DNA is that it governs a person's potential strengths, potential destiny.
I like that.
You mustn't allow yourself to be chained to fate, to be ruled by your genes. Humans can choose the type of life they want to live. Snake, whether or not you're in the Fox-Die program isn't important. The important thing is that you choose life. And then live. Don't you think, Snake? Don't worry. I'm going to choose life too. Until today, I've always looked for a reason to live. But from here on, I'm going to just live. Genes exist to pass down our hopes and dreams for the future through our children. Living is a link to the future. That's how all life works. Loving each other, teaching each other. That's how we can change the world. I finally realized it. The true meaning of life. Thank you, Snake.
Look, I found this.
Huh.
Let's keep it
It's a
as
bad
a
day.
reminder.
Of what? A reminder of a successful mission? Or the first time we met?
A reminder of how to live.
Huh?
Good way to avoid that.
Until today, I've lived only for myself. Survival has been the only thing I cared about in my life.
That's not just you. That's how everyone is.
I only felt truly alive when I was staring death in the face. I don't know. Maybe it's written into my genes.
What about now? What do your genes say about your future now?
Maybe it's time I
Making
lived for someone else.
babies.
Someone else?
Yeah. Someone like you. Maybe that's the real way to live.
So, where to, Snake?
Pixels.
David. My name's David.
Okay. So where to, Dave?
I think it's time we look for a new path in life.
A new path?
A new purpose.
Will we find it?
We'll find it. I know we'll find it.
What are those?
Caribou. To the Aleutians, the caribou is a symbol of life. It'll be spring here soon.
For us too.
Yeah. Spring brings new life to everything. It's a time for hope. I've lived here a long time, but Alaska has never looked more beautiful. The sky, the sea, the caribou, and most of all, you.
My man, Snake has all the moves.
Come on. Let's enjoy life.
It's funny because his name is David, and that's the actual name of the voice actor who is David Hayter, and I think actually the name of the Japanese voice actor also is David. I think, I'm not too sure about that one, but I think. Damn. And I wonder if that, well, that number probably has gone up since then. It's significantly. Oh, there was Metal Gear. Folks, I hope you enjoyed it. I believe we get one more speech at the end of the credits right here. I don't know how long they'll be going on for. If I'm assuming, I don't know, it's a PS1 game, you would figure it'd be shorter than Resident Evil 4, right? But I'm not sure. I remember them being kind of long. But hey, how'd you like it? For anybody who's been following through, how did you like it? This is honestly, seriously, one of my favorite all-time game series of all time. There's nothing that tops it for me, you know. Although there's a lot of great games coming out these days, you know. I absolutely fell in love with Walking Dead. I love Resident Evil, at least old school Resident Evil. I love Final Fantasy, but this game is just like my all-time. You know, nothing will top this game. Nothing will ever top this game. Not Uncharted, not Gears of War, not Halo. This is just it for me, you know, and for good reason too. You know, I love this game's story. I love like the very cinematic approach that that these people have taken to this game, which I don't know if at the time people were as concerned, developers were as concerned with being cinematic or taking a cinematic approach with their games. Like, I don't think at the time games existed that had like 20-30 minute dialogue scenes. And I fucking love this song, by the way. I'll put a link in the description. Not a link, but I'll put like the name of the song, because I know I'm talking over it. But it is a beautiful song. I got this shit on my iPod, part of the sleep playlist. But you know, yeah, I think this is, I'm pretty sure at the time that this game came out, there weren't many games that took like a very cinematic approach. And I don't know what it was when I was a kid. I just fell in love with that. And as I grew up, and was able to even understand what was going on, I fell in love with it even more. You know, but there are a lot of people who actually don't like sitting around and watching something when they're playing a game. You know, people say, oh, you know, I'm playing a game, I want to play the game. And I can understand that, you know, I respect that. But for me personally, you know, especially since you guys already know, since The Walking Dead, like, I prefer lore and story over everything else. So I don't, you know, of course you gotta have some gameplay in there. I'm not saying the whole game should be a movie, even though that's kind of what The Walking Dead was, but it has some gameplay aspects. But, you know, Metal Gear for me is like that perfect balance of both, of gameplay and cinematics. Maybe it has more cinematic than it does gameplay. Maybe a lot more. You guys don't even know the half of it though, for real. Like, Metal Gear Solid 1 in comparison to 2, 3, and especially 4 is not that as their the cinematic scenes are not nearly as long. So if you thought these scenes were long, man, it's gonna be you're gonna be in for a surprise if you're gonna join us for Metal Gear Solid 2, 3, and 4, which I will not be doing back to back. At least I don't think I will be. I'm still not sure. Or again, I'm going to be doing that. So I'm going to tell you right now, though, I'm in between Infamous 1 and just going straight into Metal Gear Solid 2. I'm not sure which one I want to do yet. It's kind of one of those things that when the day comes, I'll just see what I feel like playing more, and whatever happens, happens. But yeah, because I definitely want to do Infamous. Oh, and by the way, fucking Infamous The Second Son, another Infamous game for the PS4. I'm hoping it's a launch title. I fucking love it. I was so excited when they were showing that trailer because I was watching the whole Sony press conference thing. And I was disappointed they didn't show the console, of course. I think everybody was. But, you know, I dig the new controller. The Killzone looked nice. I'm trying to think of what else. That game, Knack, looked pretty cool. I probably will pick that up, too, especially since you can play it out in Vita. But when that trailer came on for Infamous The Second Son, I was like, oh, there's a song name, by the way, The Best Is Yet to Come, by Rika Murumka. I'm sorry, I butchered that name, Rika. But when that trailer came on, like, just from everything, I was, like, able to, like, from the first 5-10 seconds, maybe, I was, like, able to tell, like, oh my god, this is the fucking Infamous game. And I was watching it, and I was watching, like, the dude's powers. His name is Delson, from the Infamous Facebook page. And I was watching this dude's powers, like, this has to be another fucking Infamous game. And when they put up it on the screen, I fucking lost my shit. I was like, yes, another Infamous game. Of course, I will miss Cole McGrath. I love Cole McGrath. And it seems like they're going in a completely new direction with this Delson person anyway. He seems to be younger. He seems to be like this, what is it? This badass teen or whatever the fuck. I don't lean towards that. I definitely lean towards Cole McGrath more, but I am more than happy to try and to get to know another character in the Infamous world. And it's Infamous, so I'm gonna fucking play that shit anyway. But if you don't know, Infamous is another one of my favorite games of all time. Like, top 5 right now. Series, not specific games. Metal Gear first, then Resident Evil. Oh, I think we're about to leave the credits. But then Resident Evil, then Final Fantasy, then Infamous, and maybe the fifth. The fifth will probably be maybe Gears of War. I'm not sure. Okay, I'm gonna shut up. There's one more cutscene. Shut up, Jay. You bastard.
You mustn't allow yourself to be chained to fate, to be ruled by your genes. Humans can choose the type of life they want to live. The important thing is that you choose life, and then live.
Oh, I believe that was it. Oh, never mind. No, shut up. Okay.
Yes, sir. The entire unit was wiped out. Those two are still alive. The Vector? Yes, sir. Fox Die should become activated soon, right on schedule. Yes, sir, I recovered all of Rex's dummy warhead data. No, sir, my cover is intact. Nobody knows who I really am. Yes, the DARPA chief knew my identity, but he's been disposed of.
Oh, shit.
Yes, the inferior one was the winner after all. That's right. Until the very end, Liquid thought he was the inferior one. Yes, sir, I agree completely. It takes a well-balanced individual such as yourself to rule the world. No, sir. No one knows that you were the third one, Solidus.
Mm-hmm.
What should I do about the woman? Yes, sir. I'll keep her under surveillance. Yes. Thank you. Goodbye, Mr. President.
And there it is. I will go through what just happened in a few. I think we're going to go through some things here. We got a score. What did I do? It took 8 hours, 2 minutes, 4 seconds. I saved 13 times, continued 12 times, so I died 12 times. I was just found or went into alert state 16 times. Killed 170 people. I didn't want to kill that many people, but hey. I was trying not to, but fucking, you know, I was having problems choking people out, so I was like, fuck, ever since, like, that first session, I was like, alright, fuck it, I'm not even gonna waste my time anymore. And I used 60 rations. My code name is Leopard. I don't know if that's a good or bad thing. Will they tell me? I don't think they will tell me. But I will save my completed mission data just cause. No, not over that one, just in case something happens to this file right now. But if you're seeing this, of course, nothing has happened to the file. Oh, and there we go. So I'm gonna go right to the dashboard. I'm gonna explain what just happened. Alright, before I, you know, do my outro and this and that. So this is important. This is actually important. I'm actually going to talk about some important shit for once. So here we go. Right, that was the final scene leading, that is going to, like, it kinda dictates what's gonna happen in Metal Gear Solid 2, or gives you a hint, not dictate. But that was Ocelot who was talking, if you have not noticed. And Ocelot, obviously, was not truly with Liquid after all. Like, he was working for somebody else, as you heard him say in the phone conversation there, Mr. President. So Ocelot was working with the president, who, if you caught this part also, who is codenamed Solidus Snake, who is the third subject in the Les Enfants Terribles Project, which is the terrible, translated from French into the Terrible Children. So there's Snake, there's Solid Snake, there's Liquid Snake, and there's Solidus Snake. But the Liquid and Solid Snake did not know that Solidus Snake was alive at all, period. But he is, in fact, the third one, and we will actually meet him next game, Metal Gear Solid 2. And he's actually, besides, I love all three of the snakes, but Solidus is complete badass, and I cannot wait to show you guys. Or, show you guys, more or less. So yeah, he is the third person in the Les Enfants project who has his own plans, of whom Ocelot is working with also. And it was all behind the scenes. So as you heard Ocelot say also, his cover was not blown. Nobody really knew his true identity other than the DARPA chief, of whom Liquid thought that Ocelot accidentally killed him. But as you heard just now in the phone conversation, it was clearly on purpose that Ocelot killed him because the DARPA chief knew of his identity. After the DARPA chief was dead, Ocelot had no other thing to worry about blowing his cover because nobody knew who he truly was. So Ocelot is working for Solidus. Quick summary here. Ocelot's working for Solidus, aka the president, as of right now in this game's time period, which I think is in 98. 1998, I think this game's period. I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure it is. I'm pretty sure it's in 1998. But yes, Ocelot's working for, the president, aka Solidus Snake, aka the third subject in the Les Enfants project, who is another soldier, created from Big Boss because they needed soldiers at the time. Now the president has all of the Metal Gear data that was like highly valued throughout the game, like the optic disc that Ocelot took. And I think that was like the main thing, the main takeaway from that. Also, if you notice, he said that the inferior one was the one who won after all, meaning Liquid was, as in the session, as you've heard like so many times, Liquid thought of himself as the inferior one, or, he was clearly told by somebody he was the inferior one, when actually Solid Snake is the inferior one, and Liquid is the superior one. We will see how that plays out actually, like, way, way later, but you will still see it. And I didn't even know that, honestly. Well, I didn't remember that, honestly, and that actually explains, like, one of my main questions that I had later on in the series, which you will see in the coming months, probably. I'm not going to say it's going to be anytime soon, because it is going to take a while, but I hope you guys enjoyed it. Like, seriously, this is all fucking great to me, man. I'm telling you. Like, I love all this shit. I'm telling you, I love this shit to death. I'm so glad I got the chance to walk through it for you guys, for anybody watching. I hope you guys enjoyed it in HD. Right, in HD. I don't know if there's any recent Metal Gear playthroughs going on right now. I know I looked up one in the past, but it wasn't in like the greatest quality. So just doing my job, bring you guys quality, bring the quality. And yeah. But that is that. Why is my theme missing again? God damn it! Yeah, you know what? Yeah, here it is, because this keeps happening. My mother is on PlayStation because she sometimes watches Netflix and she plays this game. Actually, my mom is like a big fan of the PlayStation game, but I didn't want her on my account, so she had to get her own damn account. I kept scrolling over here by accident, like, I'm going to keep that as a secret, but I know there's going to be somebody who's going to pause in the future. Like, wait a minute, this just says, Mommy, oh, you pussy, like, like, fuck off. Alright, I didn't type that in, first of all, alright, and that's just how we, like, differ from each other. If you didn't know, my last name is Robinson. Don't judge me. Or don't stalk me. Do you want to stalk me? Do you care? Do you care? Hey, I don't give a fuck, man. Come by New York if you want to chill. We can chill by Times Square. We chill by Lincoln Square. We can do everything. We do everything. Do good thing. Do bad thing. I'm trying to fucking. I gotta sound like a. Oh yeah, they did send me a theme actually, but I got a Walking Dead theme. And well, they keep changing my shit, but I was gonna put this one on just because I like this one too. Well, it has to do with Metal Gear Solid. So there is that. I'm gonna delete this because I'm not even gonna play this shit anymore. I was saying like top 5 games ever. Metal Gear Solid, Resident Evil. I think my second was Final Fantasy Infamous, and I guess my fifth one would be Gears. I love Halo. I'm actually playing Halo right now. Not right now, but I'm like, that is like my primary game with my friends on Xbox as of right now. And Halo is a lot of fun, but it's not up there for me. Rob, that's Rob's top game right there is Halo, actually, so I shouldn't be talking shit about it. Nah, but Halo's cool. I was just never a fan. I was never a fan of the sci-fi stuff. I'm not a fan of the futuristic stuff. I'm not a fan of lasers. I'm not a fan of all that, all that. I'm not going to say shit because that would be disrespectful to you guys. I apologize. I'm just not a fan of all that stuff is all I'm trying to say. It's cool, but it's just not me at the end of the day. I'm very selective about the sci-fi stuff that I actually can watch. Let me see. What's the sci-fi movies that I've actually watched that there's only like two that I can list off the top of my head. I've watched The Sixth Sense, or is it The Sixth Sense or is it The Sixth Element? That movie with Bruce Willis in it when he was younger, of course. Chris Tucker was playing like the extravagant black entertainer, man. It was fucking hilarious. And Mila something, not Kunis. It was, oh my god, I forgot her name. The main fucking bitch in the Resident Evil series now. The movie, but she was in it too at the time. I think it's called The Sixth Element. I'm not sure. But I watched that movie. I think that's a classic movie. And Demolition Man with Arnold Schwarzenegger Sylvester Stallone. There we go. Sylvester Stallone. And, cause those fucking dudes are like, those three people are like the same in my head because I watched so many of their movies as a kid. Arnold Schwarzenegger, of course, I'm referring to. Sylvester Stallone and fucking, Steven Seagal, even though Steven Seagal is probably the lesser of the three, but these were like the three badasses when I was growing up as a kid. That were always in the badass movies because that was literally probably the only thing they could do. But Bruce Willis is in a class of his own. I fucking love Bruce Willis, but hey. And Demolition Man, like I said, Sylvester Stallone and Wesley Snipes, actually, there we go. Old movies, but those are the only sci-fi movies I've ever seen before. I tried getting into Star Wars. I watch a few clips here and there, and it does seem interesting, but at the end of the day, I could never sit down and actually watch it. I'm not a sci-fi person. I'm much more of like a medieval person. I love swords, I love shields, I love magic. Not so much magic, but I love that time period kind of stuff. Like Lord of the Rings kind of stuff, although I never watched Lord of the Rings either, but I can easily watch other movies based in those time periods. I don't know what it is about Lord of the Rings. I just can't do it. I'm very selective. I'm not a movie guy in general. Work with me here. Work with me here. But, yeah, guys, I'm actually going to be out of here. Right now, I'm gonna do my little thing. We're gonna scoot on over there. I'm gonna start editing and I'm gonna start uploading by tomorrow. And by Friday, I'm assuming by Saturday they should all be up because we're an hour and 30 minutes in, so that's like the usual. Maybe the last part will probably come out to be 30 minutes. I don't know if you'll still even be watching this. If you're still listening to me right now, pat yourself on the back. Let me know if you're still listening to me right now because honestly, I fucking love you. I'm gonna do something for you, man. I got you, man. I got you, or woman, one of the two. Probably a man. I don't know if a woman listen to me right now. Are you a woman listening to me? You like my voice? I like my voice too. Yeah. I'm fucking crazy, man. I can admit that I'm crazy sometimes. But yeah, guys, I'm going to get up out of here. I'm sorry, get something to eat. Start editing this, doing everything that I have to do. I sincerely hope you guys enjoyed it. I love this. It's been a while since I played it, and now that I'm older, of course, I understand, like, literally everything, which is fucking amazing. But I hope you guys enjoyed it specifically. I hope I did a good job explaining. I think I did leave a few things out, as in, like, who was Deep Throat, and it was Gray Fox the whole time, but I didn't address that at all, because, when it first came up, I didn't want to spoil it for you guys, but then I actually ended up just, like, completely leaving it. In general, but yes, Deep Throat, the person who was helping us out here and there, was actually Gray Fox. I hope I did a good job explaining everything that might have been, not easy to grasp in the series, or maybe easy to miss in the series. But if I didn't, let me know. I'll try. Definitely by the next Metal Gear game, I'll do like a much more. I don't know. I feel like I did an alright job, but in the next Metal Gear game, I'll make sure I'm on point with that, and start addressing shit. Because from the next Metal Gear game on, that's when shit gets confusing, and yeah, point blank, shit gets confusing. This is like the most simplistic Metal Gear game in the series, besides Rising, actually, probably, at this point. In the official canon, I should say, is what I should say. But for now, I'm going to be out of here. Like I said, I'll be taking like a week or two off from the last upload. So whatever day this is uploaded, expect new uploads like a week or two afterwards. Like I said, it's either Metal Gear Solid 2 or Infamous 1. One or the other. I'm just not sure yet. It depends. Honestly, it's going to just boil down to whatever I'm playing that day. It's going to boil down to, honestly, whatever I feel like playing that day. Cause I have the, actually, I should, like, do that, like, right now. Take this disc out. Okay. Cause I have Infamous 1 right, oh no, that is not the right one. There we go. I have Infamous 1 right here. So it's either gonna be this, or I will show you in a second. Put this up. PS3 again? Yep. I don't know. I don't have any Xbox games, honestly, that I really care to run through. I don't have many to begin with. There actually is one thing that I actually want to do, which will probably be like the intermission game. That's actually a good idea. There we go. I completely forgot about that. So expect something, maybe sooner, maybe not, but it'll be an intermission thing. It'll be short, but So yeah, it's either going to be Infamous 1 or Metal Gear Solid 2, which is on this HD collection that I have here. One or the other. So I put it in just so, it's literally like the day I set all of this up is going to be like, I don't know which one I'm going to go with, but we'll see. We'll see at that day, and then we'll stick with it for like the next month or two, and then move on from there. But yeah, guys, I am going to be out of here for the last time, last time I fucking say this shit, I swear to God. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys had a good time, had a few laughs, or, whatever it may have been. Hope you guys got into the series. If you never were into the Metal Gear series, I hope you're into it now. Whether you want to get out and, buy the old versions, or buy, 2, 3, and 4, and 1, for that matter, or if you want to, come back here and watch us play it, or watch me play it, it's all good. Either way, I thank you guys for watching. Seriously, it means a lot to me. You have no idea. I really love doing this. It's so much fun for me, and I can really only hope that it's fun for you guys also, and that's real. That's real. That's real talk. I guess I'm saying that a lot lately. I don't know why. But I will catch you guys later. Have a good one, guys. Stay safe. Live. I didn't want to refer to the end of the Metal Gear, but live your life. Have a good one, guys. Of course, stay safe, all that good stuff. And we're just wishing you guys nothing but the best, because I love you guys. Seriously. I'll catch you guys later. And yeah. Peace out, YouTube. Peace.